Hey there, guys. How are you guys doing? It has been a very long time, hasn't it, since we've last talked, since my last video. So some of you know that I've had surgery. I had it about, I think it's a month now. I recovered pretty well. But I have to say that it didn't resolve the issues that I am having. So, what I had done was a fusion, a disc fusion, and then I also had it was a two-part surgery. So the first part they did the fusion and then put some screws in, and then second part they put in a rod in, and took a, I mean, I'm pretty much still recovering from it. My incisions hurt at times, and like I said, it didn't really do much for the pain that it was supposed to help. I still have sciatic pain, and actually I have sciatic pain down both of my legs now. I still have lower back pain. At times I do have to wear my back brace. I'm walking with a cane sometimes. I want to stress that sometimes, because there's days that I just feel very rejuvenated and fresh, and I can move about a bit more. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. So I bet you're wondering, why am I in my car? And why are you looking at the dash? Well, guys, so of course with surgery comes medical bills, right? So yes, insurance pays for medical bills. I pay $163 premium a month for my insurance, but I believe it's about a $7,000 bill. Just being real here, guys. This is life, right? Everyone has their own issues that they're dealing with, okay? So what am I doing in my car? I'm DoorDashing, guys. My spouse is doing a wonderful job taking care of our rent, our utility bills, food for the house, but I need to make a little more cash to pay for my medical bills. So I did a lot of research on ways that I could make cash but not hurt myself and not be in a tremendous amount of pain doing it. I can work DoorDash, I would say, on average for about an hour, and this is what I like about DoorDash, okay, guys? I can make my own hours. This is not a sponsorship for DoorDash. This is not an ad. This is just me just kind of explaining to you guys and updating you guys on what I'm doing, just to kind of help with some bills that we have. Real life situation, guys. So this is our second vehicle. This is a Toyota. So let you guys see. Look at that mileage. You see that? 219,000. No check engine light. I got to put my seatbelt on, but I'm parked. So guys, Toyotas, if you take care of them, they last a long time. And everyone always says that if you DoorDash or you Uber or you do the Lyft, you put a lot of wear and tear on your car. Yes, this is very true. You put wear and tear on every part of your car. You have, if you're in a busier area, you're doing back to back to back dashes, orders. You're putting wear and tear on your brakes and your tires and all the components in your car. So yes, that is something to take into consideration, which is why we are using our older vehicle for this. So I just wanted to throw that out there. what do I bring home if I work an hour or 2 hours? If I can do 2 hours, which is pretty rare. You know, I'm still in a lot of pain, guys. I don't have any special medication. I don't do the opioids, and I don't do any of that. I did do it after surgery, I'm not gonna lie, right immediately after, but so I'm just dealing with the pain, and so I have to do what I have to do, and I do it as long as I can. So anyways, yes, some points on DoorDash. If you guys are interested in making some extra money, in my opinion, I really love this job, just for the fact that I can make my own hours, and I can't do that anywhere else. I can't work any other job and tell my boss I can't do it anymore because I'm in pain, because guess what? I'm not going to last very long at that company. So, you know, if I want to do 1 dash, 2 dashes, work 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, I mean, people work several hours. It's your choice, and that's what I love about the company. Now, I am at a gas station, so I do my typical routine before I start dashing. So what I do is I make sure that my tank is full. Okay. I am driving in more of a rural area. So I get a lot of bugs on my windshield. So I make sure that my windshield is clean as best as I can. I tried my best. So I'm not a pro at cleaning it, but yeah, so I make sure that's clean. Fuel, I make sure that I have my Uber bag. So this is my setup. This is what the company sends after you sign up and you're pretty much hired on as an independent contractor with them. Then they will have you do some dashes, and then after I think I had to wait about a month to receive this. I got my DoorDash bag. So this is an installation bag. So like I said, it took a month to get this, so I went and bought my own equipment. I have a cooler bag here, and I try to keep it as cold as I can, and I have cup holders in there, just to keep the customers' drinks nice and clean and cold. And I have a box of gloves, because of course when you are handling food, safety is first, right? So I have my gloves for the day. I get those ready. These are new gloves. I get those ready. I haven't started my DoorDash app yet. Here at the bottom here, I purchased, I needed a heating bag because I didn't get my insulated bag from DoorDash right away. So this is another insulation bag. However, it has a connection to, let's see if I can get it here, a USB connection here. And what I'll do is I will, I generally do this if I have longer trips. I'll put the customer's food in this particular bag. So right now it is starting to heat up. So what I do is I'll let that heat up if I have a longer trip. That way they get their food nice and warm. So I purchased that. I purchased the cooling bag and the gloves to start myself off. See here, I have a camera here that I just recently purchased to try to film myself, and I'm having issues with it not charging, so I just purchased it. So I'll have to return that. That's why I'm filming on my phone right now, and I wish I can show you guys what the app looks like when I started, but I don't think I can do that. I might add in some screenshots right now, so we'll take a minute to take a look at those. So yeah, I have my hand sanitizer on deck here. I make sure that my car is as clean as possible. I keep my cleaning wipes on hand. You know, I want to give the customers an experience that I would expect if I were to order from any delivery company. a hotspot. What's a hotspot, you ask? A hotspot is what DoorDash considers an area that has a lot of activity, so a lot of orders are coming through in that area. I just got a new order, so I'm going to accept it. I'm going to Qdoba. I don't know if you heard that beep, but that's what that was. Alright, so I'm on my way to Qdoba right now. It's my first customer order. So like I said, I was driving to that hotspot. I'm actually I wasn't that close to the hotspot, but I immediately got an order. If I was to stay where I was at, I probably wouldn't get
in a quarter mile, turn left onto Wisconsin 83 North.
Any orders actually. So if you do consider door dashing, the map is sectioned off with a couple cities per
turn left
section.
onto Wisconsin 83 North.
So the section I'm doing, I have a couple cities that essentially I would get orders from, and I will accept or decline. If I don't want to take the order, I don't have to, but you get a rating, an acceptance rating. So the higher the acceptance rating that you have, the more dashes that you will get.
In a quarter mile, turn
according
left.
to DoorDash, that is. So I try to accept as many as I can. I have the camera angled here just so you guys can see scenery. I don't know, hopefully it's good enough for you guys. I'm going to turn here. GPS is telling me a little bit of a different route, but I'm familiar with this area, so I'm going to turn here. Sorry for the shaking, guys. Feel free to skip through this part if it's making
Take the
you
next
nauseous.
right, then turn right.
Also, what I do is, even though I know where this
Take the next right, then you will arrive at your destination.
I still put my GPS on because that's how I keep track of my mileage. And I'm not a tax pro or anything, but I hear that you can write off your mileage during tax time. So that is what I am doing, but do not take tax advice from me because I am not a tax professional.
You have arrived.
I'm going to stop the video here because I'm going to have to get on my gloves and grab my bag and do all that stuff. So I will see you guys when I am back in the car. Alright guys, so I picked up the order from Qdoba. During the daytime, you go into, if the business is open, you walk in to get the order. Put it in your bag, and then you can, DoorDash gives you the option to link up your Google Maps to the app, the DoorDash app itself. So basically the customer, so I just click on customer directions to get myself to the customer's house or wherever they may be. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have their order in a hot bag and I'm on my way to their location. It's very, very simple, in my opinion. I think the hardest thing that I had to do as a dasher are the Walmart bulk orders, which basically are when DoorDash gives you all of their orders for the day or whatever they have for you to send out. So any like orders from online, and then you just take basically all of those orders, put them in your trunk, and you're driving to each location. That one is harder. Sometimes I get a lot of bags, and if I get a bulk order like that, that literally is the last thing I do for DoorDash during the day, because at that point I pretty much overdo it on my body, and so I call it quits for the day. But this is easy so far. This is a $7.50 order. It tells you right away before you even accept the order. It's basically your offer. Hey, pick up this food at this location and drop it off at this location, and this is how much you'll make. So DoorDash gives you whatever, like a percentage of whatever they charge the customer. So I get the DoorDash base fee, and then if the customer leaves a tip on the card, that is shown right away as well. I mean, that's all part of whatever amount they show you when you're given that screen.
In a quarter mile, use the left
order.
2 lanes to turn left onto County Road NN East West Veterans Way. Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto County Road NN East West Veterans Way.
So sometimes I get these orders in neighborhoods where the speed limit's only 25 miles per hour. It drives me crazy. Not that I'm like, you know, Speedy Gonzalez, you know, and I need to drive fast everywhere, but I want to ensure that the customer gets their food nice and hot.
Continue on County Road NN East for 2 miles.
So you guys remember the last video I posted about penny shopping at Dollar General? Oh goodness, would I love to do that, guys. However, the Dollar General by my house, you don't get any internet reception on your phone. I've tried everything. I cannot use their app inside of their store, and what they say is that it's just bad internet reception. But I'm not sure. It's a little fishy. So that one is almost impossible. I mean, really, it is to find penny items at that Dollar General, because you just can't scan it. You just can't use the app there. So unfortunately, that is what's going on with that. But if you look at the video, I did, my cousin mentioned a website or a Facebook group that you could join, and they give lots of tips. So if you're interested in doing that, finding penny items at Dollar General, check out my last video. It's really, really neat. My cousin is just so smart when it comes to stuff like that. I told her she needs to open up her own business. She truly does. But yeah, shout out to my cousin. Hi, my love, if you're watching. I love you. I hope you're doing well. All right, let me bring up my speed here. The speed limit is 50. Too much over there for us as far as crime. I just can't, you know, I have a baby boy. I need to make sure he's safe.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Lawrence
that's okay.
Parkway.
Because DoorDash is, I mean, it's not everywhere, but it's in a lot of places, and that's good enough for me. I'm getting dashes. You know, I'm making $7.50 off that order. And I'm
Take the
driving
next
a Toyota,
right onto Lawrence
so
Parkway.
I'm not wasting a lot of gas here. I did go over my numbers on how much gas I use on
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Excelsior Lane.
Per mileage, rather. But I don't have those numbers on me. I'll have to see if I can find it and post it so you guys can see. I don't use much gas, so I'm not losing out, is basically what I'm trying to say when I do these orders that are a bit further out. I'm gonna pause it here for customer privacy, guys. I'll be back. All right, guys, take care. Leave me some comments down below. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. I missed you guys. I missed talking to you guys. I missed talking to you on the comments. I hope to see you guys again in my future videos. If you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. So hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit the bell. If you touch that bell that's next to that subscribe button, you'll be notified. So every time I go live or if I make a video, you will be notified. So you won't miss anything. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for allowing me to hit over 1,000 subscribers. Much love to you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.